welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion, Pittsburgh Steelers, and the champions of the NFC, the Green Bay Packers. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment, they've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game of the world.
Yeah, what do we hear all week, Mike, from every team leading up to the Super Bowl? For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jones now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. He'll drop to throw. This throw left side taken in by the rookie wide receiver. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Up the middle they go. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll look to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. 17 yards that time for number 17.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Putting the tight end in motion. Now, faking the give. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He finds Goodwin, and that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense ready to get going with their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Now give on the ground. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Packers.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But like the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Here's Brown on now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Packers extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return, and he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with him again, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's taken down on what should be The final play of this first quarter. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Packers on top. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Here's the toss as they look to run. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far, they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Point after, coming up here. His kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Packers offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a run going left. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll go with the sneak, and that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down, up past the 40-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Packers.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
Extra point coming now from Brown. He gets it to go, and the Packers are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play. Here now, 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 21 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
1. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Steeler first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one complete right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Now, the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers are back within 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gonna return this from the 10. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Packers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And we'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the air one more time. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
They'll look to throw yet again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 3. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. tight end going in motion here. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up.
That's interference. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Here's Brown on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Goodwin, and he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Looked like there was an issue with the snap. He pulled it wide to the left. No good. So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Steelers offense. And their running back set to go once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Perfectly timed blitz there by the linebacker. Remember, when you go empty backfield, there's no extra protection. All you have is the 5 offensive linemen. It could be feast or famine, but in this case, when you time it right, man, there is no back there to help protect the quarterback, and he comes away with the sack.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Packers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Now here's 2nd and goal. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And that's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Packers. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Extra point coming now from Brown. It's up and good. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense about ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game.
Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw. Taken in. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
Now, faking the give. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That's caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Cooper for the first time in this one. And he's got a first down to go with it.
And that's just an awesome play, especially in the midst of that kind of pressure. The second his head turned around, there was a guy right in his face, but he gets the ball out quick, right as he's being hit, and his guy does the rest with the ball in his hands.
Gets to the edge at the 30, and he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big play here in the big game. 42 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Green Bay first down. He'll step up and run this. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop it.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Here's Brown on now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Packers are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A carry now for Scott. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 27 yards. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. First and 10. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Here's a designed run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. The Packers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Packers.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
There's that man again. Another catch. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10.
No score zone.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. That's a Steeler first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
He'll air it out down the middle. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense not coming off the field. And here's fourth down. And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Packers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get it back on offense for 1st and 10. The middle they go. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
We'll try to get this one on the ground. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
So Matt LaFleur will send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Packers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry here, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Back to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's going to do it. For the 5th time in franchise history, the Green Bay Packers are Super Bowl champions. So this performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day. Many felt this was the best team all year. And Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best.